I am still not ready for this, but what the hell? Let's do it anyway. Okay. Okay, here we go. No, I swear to God, I do this like all the time. Yeah, there we go. Hi, everybody. My name is Sean Bouchard. Welcome to Play by Play. I am excited to be here tonight, playing a game that came out a while ago and made a big splash, and people have been telling me that I should play it ever since, but I have not done so yet. So we're going to do it tonight. It's going to be really, really interesting. The game is The Witness. This is Jonathan Blow's masterwork. This is the game that Jonathan Blow spent years and years and years making after the enormous indie success of Braid. Braid was one of the sort of defining titles of like the breakout titles for indie games. It was one of the first sort of like what we would today call maybe double A or triple I. It's not double A. Double A is a different thing. Sorry. Triple I games. Really, really highly produced, well-funded indie games, independent games. And it did extremely well. It was part of that sort of first wave of indie games. Jonathan Blow made a bunch of money off of it, took all of that money, said that he was starting another project, and then went away for a long time and eventually came back with The Witness. So I'm curious about it. I'm a little bit anxious. I think there are things that I am likely to really, really like about this game, and also some things that I might not like so much. So, let's. Do I have no mouse control? I guess I don't have mouse control. Okay, but let's try it out. I don't actually. Oh yeah. Here we go. Start a new game is not at the top of the list. Oh, it thinks that I started a game. I see. It's wrong about that. So this is my first time playing The Witness. Inevitably, I think some concepts have been spoiled for me, but I don't know a lot about the game. Okay, this is... So, things that I anticipate I'm going to really like about this game. One... is that I think visually, I think as a sensory experience, it is probably going to be stunning. The visuals that I've seen are just gorgeous, and Jonathan Blow, I have high expectations from him in terms of visual and sound design. And then I think where the game is willing to guide me, I expect that guidance to be smart and elegant. That's sort of the impression of the game that I have. So here, I'm walking down a tunnel. There's a door. Like, it's very clear where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do. I get here. It tells me to click a button. I click the button. There's not a lot that I can do with that. Oh, okay. I thought I was holding down the button, but I'm not. I can fill this thing up. And then I click again. Look at that. Like, I love that kind of tutorialization, right? It's not describing to me what I am supposed to do, but it's presenting me with the simplest version of the system that it wants to teach me. And so there's just not a lot that I can do to screw things up. Like, it's very, very hard for me to not sort of interact with that in the proper way, because there's just not, there aren't a lot of ways to interact with it. Okay, so now look at this. Here's another puzzle. This is far more complicated, right? It involves turns and things, but I feel like I know how to interact with this. Look at that. Look at how smart I am. Look how smart this game has made me. That I dig. I super dig that. Also, holy shit, like it does not wait. Wow. That's pretty. I love that palette. Wow. You don't see that often. Like look at those. I mean, I'm floored by those purples. Wow. Okay. That's pretty. All right. Okay. So now I'm in the world, maybe? I'm out of the tunnel. The tunnel was sort of guiding me very, very explicitly. And now there are multiple places that I can go. Like I can go here, and that looks terrifying. No, we're not going to do that. I can see at least 3 puzzle interfaces, right? That was one. Here's one. This one looks like it's locked off. Like I'm going to have to do 3 other things before I can get to it. I'm just going to follow this cord for a second. Oh, shit. I have a shadow. And it's good. Like, ooh. I mean, that's, that's the kind of touch that, yeah, okay, that's connected to that thing. So I got to do 3 puzzles, and then I can do that 4th puzzle. I don't know where the 3rd puzzle is, though. That kind of, like, shadow, ugh. I mean, it's not perfect, right? And I might be on medium settings. I might be able to push this higher. We'll try it. If we do this, I don't know. I'll try it midstream. But it doesn't matter. It still looks damn good, and it's the kind of touch that, oh yeah, hey, look, there's more. Wait, where does that come from? It's the kind of graphical touch that most games don't do, and I'll tell you why. Because it's expensive. It's expensive in terms of development. I mean, not like grandly expensive, but expensive, and it has a cost. And then it's significantly expensive in terms of um, performance, right? Like the rendering that kind of a thing in real time is non-trivial, and so a lot of games have better things to do, like want to use their cycles for other things. This goes to a deal that then comes to another deal and then goes up over there to this final deal. Let's do this one. This one seems easy, or at least easier. All right, I'm trying to get up there. Oh, I can't cross myself. Look at that. Look at how the game. Right. So isn't this nice? Isn't this charming? Like, it's a. Oh, also cool. You can do this. Huh. Like that's very, very simple. But this puzzle is only slightly more complex than the puzzles that I've already seen. But it taught me a new thing. Oh God! And it also teaches me this: that like these things power up other things. I love how bright that yellow cord is. Like there's no missing that. All right, so I come from here and I want to go like this. This is like a maze, and I go up like that. Hey, look at how good I am. Can I undo this? It stays powered up, which is nice. Cause there's, I mean, I guess there's not really other ways that I could do it. There's minorly other ways that I could do it. Right, I could either go across this thing or down this thing. Sean does like tutorials. Sean does indeed like tutorials. No, I mean, like, not kidding though. I really like tutorials. Good tutorials are the best part of the best games. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm gonna leave it undefended. But it's true. Going up here. No, not that way. No, not that way. This way. Wow, it's interesting how it's not trivial to control that little indicator. Like it has a physical feeling to it, which is pretty cool. So there's like a whole okay. All right, so I just flipped one of these locks, and now there's two more, and one of them goes off this way. This is the one that I'm not sure that I've seen. Oh yeah. Oh, it's around back. Oh, it's up above a wall. Oh, where is it? Oh, see? Okay. That's really good. It's the end of the semester, which means a lot of students who have been working on games over the course of their semester are turning in their games, are finishing them, which means that I'm getting to play a lot of student games. And it is reminding me of, one of the most important axioms, I guess, of experience design, which is how important and how much effort you need to put into the very first moments and the very last moments of your experience. And that's a place where a lot of inexperienced designers, new designers, students who are learning this craft, underestimate the amount of effort that needs to go into crafting and polishing those first moments and those last moments in a game. This is a game that has not skimped on its first moments. So the thing that I'm wowing over, that I'm so impressed by right now, is it's the same thing. It's just the continual elegant introduction of new ideas. So this thing guides me very, very clearly in two different directions, where I'm going to find two more puzzles that I need to solve, or two more puzzle series, I guess, that I need to solve in order to flip the two more switches. But I follow this one, and it takes me here to a place that is inaccessible and shows me that this is a game that is not just about following little yellow mazes. It's a game about exploring this world and needing to sort of discover the important parts of it. Because now I have to go on an expedition to find, like, where does that chord go? It's over there somewhere. It's not hard to find, but it's not obvious. It's not a place that I saw before. It's behind these bushes, right? Again, it's not like hidden, as I'm sure there will be things that are fascinating. But it's hidden enough to indicate to me as a player, to let me know, to set my expectations, that part of this game is the exploration of the world and an attempt to discover shit. Just becomes harder with all these little... Oh shit, what does that mean? Are there two things that I can do? Well, that's no good. None of this is any good. Wait. Can I get from there to here? I'm looking at the top right one. I'm going to work it backwards, because working it backwards... Oh, there we go. Is often the easiest way to solve a maze. Okay, look at that. So those two endpoints correspond to these two chords. Said on Twitter I was going to talk about affordances. So there's a clear correspondence here between that aspect of the puzzle and an aspect of the world. And can I trace back from the other? Yeah, yes. So I can also reach the other corner, and the other corner goes off this way, And that's the one that I'm actually looking for, is the other corner. But what does this corner do? It goes up through a window. Can I get there? Also, I didn't mention that there's a couch here, but did you notice that there's a couch here? What is this world? I mean, the couch actually is oh man. I mean, elegance is the watchword. The design of this, at least, this thus far, is so elegant. That kind of thing, like a couch in the middle of a garden, is a great way to prime a player to start asking questions about the space that they're inhabiting, right? Look at the colors. Oh my god! Wow. Okay. Because it's incongruous, right? So I started this game. I'm gonna go solve this puzzle. I started this game. I was in a tunnel. I came out of the tunnel. I'm in a garden. Oh, do I have to start over? Okay, that's fine. I did not question the fact that I found myself in a garden. Yeah, that turns off that one. That's what I thought. Being asked to solve abstract logic puzzles. I'm not even solving abstract logic puzzles yet. I'm just solving mazes. Like I didn't question that. I had no response to that except to marvel at how beautiful it is. But then you put a couch in the middle of it, right? And what is it about a couch? First of all, it's out of place, and it's specifically. Oh, I can run. That's nice. That's handy. It's specifically out of place. Like, look at this, because it is so visually contrasting to the environment around it. Like everything here is cool colors. It's all greens and yellows, yellow greens. And some sort of brownish colors, but mostly like light tans. And then you've got this couch here that is all reds and oranges and rich, deep browns. It like pops. It visually pops. It stands out, and conceptually it stands out because it's a couch in the middle of a garden. Like, what the hell? But it is also a human artifact. And a lot of what I'm seeing here is either sort of like intentionally I'm not sure what I'm looking for, either ill-kept or abandoned, or like there is something that like clearly humans have been here, right? And they built a wall, but the wall's not really there anymore. And so it's easy to sort of ignore it. It's a garden, like somebody planted a garden. But there's a couch there, and the couch is harder to ignore. Couch suggests like people are here or were here, and not just like beyond time's memorial, but recently enough and sort of casually enough that they brought a couch. Okay, so now I have 2 starting points and only 1 ending point. I guess I need to figure out which of these ending points can actually reach, or sorry, which of these starting points is going to actually reach where I want to go, and I don't think it's this one. No, how do we do this? It goes out like this, and then back, and then over here, and then down here, and then like that. So like that. So that worked. Does that turn it off? No, unless I actually switch it to a different thing, unless I solve it for a different answer, it stays powered on, which is nice. Now, there's no way, I'm pretty sure there's not, for me to get to this from the other thing, is there? This is a puzzle about which of these 2 starting points is correct, and there's a correct answer. Like, which of these is valid, and only one of them is valid. All right, so look at that ray of light. I mean, it's not just a ray of light. Like, this whole door has lit up like a. Okay, I still can't go through it. Oh, but I can look at this puzzle. And look at what this puzzle does. So this puzzle says, these puzzles don't need to be hard. They might just be beautiful. I mean, look at this. There's all of the lines here are not intended to confuse me, as most mazes do. And they're not even like really intended to give me multiple choices, because the choices are meaningless, and arbitrary and trivial. Like, the solution to this, the many solutions to this, none of them are particularly interesting, but they are beautiful. This pattern is simple, elegant. It has a high degree of beauty, compared to its complexity. That's elegance. So yes, explicit tutorial now, telling me that I can run, which is nice. And now look at how much bigger the world just got. Right? This is a great staged moment of the world is extremely small and extremely linear, and then it opens up and it feels much bigger and it feels less linear. But then it opens up again, and now sort of that original transition is dwarfed, by the new space that I am in, that sort of shows me, I didn't even know what open and nonlinear meant. Okay, so this is maybe a puzzle that I'm not prepared for. I have no idea what any of these things mean. That is apparently not a solution. All right, I'm not going to waste time on this. I'm going to go look for something that tells me how to play the game. I mean, Jesus Christ. That is just gorgeous. Okay. I recognize this. No, I guess I don't really recognize this. So this is telling me, this looks like it's a white stone and a black stone, and they have been separated. Oh no, wait, this is interactive. Never mind. Okay, all right, yes. I separated the white stone and the black stone. I mean, like, did it matter? Yeah, so it does care about that. Can I actually come back over here? Can I do this again? Like, what if I go like this? Yeah, it does not like that. It wants me to separate them. All right. So white and black should be separated. Should never be combined. Look at that. Guys, look at how nice this is. Look at how, so good. Right? Do you see, like, so this is doing two things. Elegance, right? It's doing two things at the same time. It's teaching me a core mechanic of the puzzle, right? Not a mechanic, a rule. It's telling me a rule about the puzzle, which is that there are these two things, and a valid solution to the puzzle. Not only connects the start point to an end point, but also separates the two colors of things, the two different types of things. Right? All of this just teaching me that, showing me, making sure that I do it and do it over and over again. And then, I mean, just like, let's look at these two. The one on the, well, let's look at these three, actually. The one on the left is very straightforward, and the one in the middle follows directly from it. It's the it starts out with exactly the same line. That line continues and goes a little bit further and curves and things, but like, well, okay, it's not exactly the same line, but it's a very, very familiar line, right? And then the next one appears is the exact same pattern, but with a different input and output. And so it's showing me that this can get more complicated. Like the extremely simple rules that have been presented can be used to construct things that get increasingly complicated. And here, let's look. Here's another one. Look at how complicated this is. Like, how the fuck does one even do that? I need to end up here, which means I'm going to need to, like, go around this way, maybe? And then up here like that. Let's try that. Yeah. Right? I had to think about that. I had to not only find the path, which is what I've been doing up till now, just running mazes, but I had to, like, really think about how to construct something that would satisfy the rules. And now here again, this is almost exactly the same pattern. I love how it's doing this. How it's presenting almost exactly the same setup in order to show me that that things are going to change. I'm actually just going to have to do this the opposite way, right? I'm going to go like this, and then like this, and then like this. I wonder if I should be playing this on a controller. And then, oh, it's down there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm pretty sure that the only solutions to this require me to use the blank spaces, to envelop the blank spaces, which I haven't really had to think about up until now. Okay, did that do a thing? No, but it stayed on, which means that I did it right. I was successful. So, okay, you just taught me a bunch of stuff. Now, the other one that I just looked at had stones in it. It had, like, not just stones in the squares, but stones in the paths, and that I don't understand still. Oh, here, look, it's a tutorial about that. What if I ignore them? Nope, doesn't want me to ignore them. What if I connect them? Okay, like that. So let's connect all of them. Harder than it looks. Okay. Okay, so I got to connect all of these little black stone things. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. I'd be more careful. Like that. Cool. This is cool. What? There's starting points in the middle? That is nuts. Can I go through that starting point? I can. Okay. Good. How about that? Good. Great. This is going well so far. Come out just like this. Yeah, good. Great. Okay, so now I learned 2 independent rules. Can I find the puzzle that I was looking at before? Was it over here? Maybe it was this one. This looks similar. Okay, I got lots of potential starting points. I should turn up the 3D mouse sensitivity. Kappa. That's a joke. I don't even know what that means. What the hell is a 3D mouse sensitivity? Wow. This is complicated. I'm just going to mess around for a minute. All right, so white is on the inside. Which means I have to go like this, but then I gotta get that one. Okay, all right. How about like... So white has got... Okay, I've got to run on this side. I've got to run along here. Oh, there's lots of different endpoints, though. Wow, okay. I've got to run along here. No, it can't be this. It can't possibly be... This can't be the starting point, right? Because I've got to pass through it, and there's no way I can pass through it if it's the starting point. So how about this one? I pass through that, and now white has to be on, you know, that side. Which is... Oh, but again, same problem. I have to separate these. How do I separate... How do I separate things if I start in the middle? How does that even work? Because then I'm not bisecting the grid in any meaningful way. So don't I have to start at an edge? I'm just going to try. I'm going to see what I can do here with this. Yeah, I mean, this is clearly wrong. That's clearly wrong. Like that. And then... Okay, I wonder if there's a simpler puzzle where I can understand that better. I'm pretty sure it was not... I mean, just look at that view. That is so pretty. More games that look like this, please. I'm going to look for a simpler puzzle that allows me to experiment with that rule a little bit more. I'm worried because I'm wandering pretty far away from things. Oh, that's... Ooh! That's interesting. It's interesting that it lets... Wait, can I just do that anywhere? Oh yeah, I can. I see. I've only ever done it in front of puzzles before. But it kind of means that a puzzle could be anywhere. Okay, there's not really anything around here. Here we go. Okay, alright. This is teaching me about symmetrical motion things. This is nice. That is really nice. That is really super nice. I wonder how I know that it's a symmetrical puzzle. These are all still really simple, right? Like I just have to kind of fold the two sides over in my brain, and then it just becomes a single maze again. Okay, so now I have choices about where to start, and it's presumably symmetrical regardless of where I start. I also have choices about where I end. Does it matter? Could I have done that differently? I wonder if I could have done that differently. Okay, I gotta power this thing up. Is that a cable? No, that looks like it's just a cable. Where does this run? Can I fall into the water? I can't fall into the water. Where does that thing run? Does it go into the... Seems like it goes in. Or under. I don't see where it comes back up. But now this thing is green. I'm gonna follow the green thing. I wonder why this is green and not yellow. Oh, hey, it's another puzzle. Oh, fascinating. Okay. All right. So now I have to think this is rotationally symmetrical, which is just a little bit harder to fold my brain around. Right? Like that. Where did that just go? Over here? Sweet. No. No. But like that, yes. Okay, cool. And then, oh, Jesus, what's happening here? Look, that was exactly the same thing. So, what about this one? Can I do this one the same way? That's so good. That's so good. It is really, really hard for me to look at and interpret the distorted lines, right? When you move it off of the grid, it becomes a lot more difficult to sort of see how it all works together. So it's showing me that this is a thing that I can do and may have to do by making it easy, by giving me shortcuts to actually solving it. So I feel like I can solve it. You can solve it in this instance, but the game, this is a fucking warning, right? This is the game basically saying like, look at how much help I'm giving you. Wouldn't it be a shame if something happened to all of that help? Is that the... Yeah, I guess that's just from the other side. Okay, so now where does this green thing go? Following it, following it, following it. Oh, and I'm just like floored by the visuals here. Okay. This is easy. This seems super easy. Well, except for the part that's hard. Oh yeah, it's not that hard. I can go like that. No, that's a little bit hard. If I go like this. No, that's Worse. All right. I know I have to go this way. And then I have to go this way. And then I have to go this way. And then I have to go this way. And that takes me to the end. Okay, great. Just do the things that you have to do, and you'll be fine. This one looks symmetrical. No, gotta do this. Gotta do that. Oh, I can't. Okay. I can't solve this. Right? Because I have to go this way, but I also have to end up going past this thing, and there's no way for me to get there with this thing in the middle. I can't solve that. Unless I can remove that lock. So maybe there's some way to remove the lock. Right? The lock suggests to me not that, like, this is impossible to solve, but this is maybe impossible to solve for me right now, given what I have and what I know. Oh, wow, there's lots of cables running all over the place here. Where's my bright green one? It's right here. Oh, that opened up this door. And this is certainly suggestive. I can't, like, affect anything else, can I? Like, there's a blue thing here. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, this is a simple enough puzzle that it's super clear to me that it's not possible. Like, if it was a little bit more complicated, I would think, I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Oh, here we go. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay. Do love me these tutorial things. Great. Awesome. A little bit weirder. Okay, cool. Okay, we get rotational now. But, you know, oh no. Nope, that's no good. That's no good. That's no good. Let's start down here. Perfect. Did it. All right. That's a bad idea. Oh, so close. No, I gotta hit this one. I gotta hit this one coming this direction towards the end. So follow this backwards. Where does that take me? To here, something like that. And meanwhile, so if I go down and then around like that, and up, and then I gotta come in this way, which I can't do. So I gotta go down and then that fucks it all up. So what if I go like this? I have to go up there. this one, I have to do that one. There we go. That was neat. So, based on the previous puzzles, it seemed like I was going to go across the board, right, from each source to the exit on the opposite side. And so, teaching me that I'm not beholden to that way of thinking is really important. Right, it lets me do that. Oh, I should take a break. All right, let's take a break here. Excellent, perfect. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment.